You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
We're now going to be talking to Helen, and we're going to be talking all about the Isle of Sheppey Sailing Club. We're going to be talking about their day, Push the Boat Out, which is to promote the Olympics and to get families involved with sailing. But I've no doubt Helen will tell you more. Helen, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you for inviting me along.
Now, can you tell us about the ISO Sailing Club, its history, and perhaps a bit about your role as well?
Yeah, sure, yeah. The Isle of Sheppey Sailing Club has been around since the 1890s, so it's one of the oldest sailing clubs around. We've still got a sailing programme from the 1890s, right, which we probably will put on the website, so that's quite an accolade, really. But the club has opened in 1966. It's one of the best sailing areas for sea sailing outside of London, the closest to London. So it's great for people who live in London, want to have a bit of sea sailing. They don't have that far to go, really. In the 60s and 70s, it was the place to sail. The Catamaran Yacht Club's International Cat Week attracted over 200 of the world's top sailors. And also, we had the A and B cat class designs trialled off of the Isle of Sheppey Sailing Club, so it's got quite a good history to it. So
could you tell us a bit more about the RYA Push the Boat Out event and why it's happening as well?
Yeah, sure. As a rear Commodore, even sailing for the Isle of Sheppey Sailing Club, my role is to sort of promote sailing activities, make sure people basically get out on the water. The RYA is the Royal Yachting Association. They've been around for a while, promoting sailing and providing training courses and instructors training to enable people to learn to sail. And what they're doing this year is, because obviously we've got the Olympics in Britain, which is great for us, we're trying to push as much as possible the sailing Olympics. It doesn't get that much of an airing. So they're doing this day on the 21st of July all around the country. All the sailing clubs in the country are coming together and having like an open day, really, I suppose, for families, children, anyone of all ages. Even disabled people can come along, because we're hoping to have a disabled boat there as well for people to have a go out, subject obviously to their mobility, to get people out on the water if they've never done it before, or even if they have and would like to have another go. See what we've got to offer, see about maybe training, maybe just having a go, having a little race in the afternoon and winning a medal. Getting a wristband to show they've been, and getting out on windsurfers as well. We're hoping to have some windsurfers there. So we've got all sorts of craft, single-handed craft that you can have 2 or more people in, craft with spinnakers that can really take off, or smaller little craft that are quite slow. So there's a lot that hopefully that will be going on that day.
What's happening on the day, Helen?
On the day, on the 21st of July, which is a Saturday, from 10 till 4, we're going to have activities all day, hopefully. Fingers crossed the weather's nice. We're going to have some trainers, instructors, sailing instructors there, who are volunteering their time free of charge to come along and let children, adults, anyone who wants to have a go at sailing, take them out in a boat and show them the ropes, so to speak, so they can have a go at that in the morning. The idea is that we get enough people having a go, even if they're just going out and having a jolly on a windsurf board, to have a go at maybe later in the afternoon, a little race. So we'll have some boys out in the sea and a little race between whoever wants to take part, really, and there's some medals to be given away courtesy of the RYA, and some wristbands. You can get a free wristband anyway just for having taken part, so that will be that. And then there's a barbecue, of course, as well. There'll be a full bar, so come along and have a drink with us, and hopefully a few more activities for the kids for when they're not sailing, but we'll have to see what we can do about that. But on the whole, it's people out on the water. There'll be members there as well that you can talk to about maybe learning to sail, or just coming down and joining, having fun. There'll be people just taking their boats out, club members taking their boats out on the water, so maybe you can just hop on a catamaran or a laser or something like that and go out and have a go on the water just to see what you think. There'll be a power boat as well, because we have to have a safety boat,
right? So
that is a power boat, so people can also go out and have a go on that. We're hoping to have the Air Training Corps down there as well, because they do some sailing with us as well over at Barnes Point. So hopefully they'll come down with some boats and have a go as well, and take some people out sailing. And I'm hoping that the Even Keel project might be able to come down there. That's the disabled project.
Right.
It lives over at Queenborough at the moment, but we have got one of the boats for the Isle of Sheppey Sailing Club, and as I say, they're designed for disabled people to have a go at sailing. It's something they may not otherwise have a chance to have a go at. So if that's there, that would be fantastic as well. So there'll be a lot of different craft out on the water.
What are the times and the costs?
It's free entry. There's no charge to come in at all. No charge to have a go at sailing. No charge for the racing. The only thing is that obviously the bar, there'll be charges for drinks, but it's quite a reasonable being a club because we're a not-for-profit organisation, so the drinks are quite reasonably priced. And of course the barbecue, there'll be a charge for that, which is a kind of standard sort of cost for burgers and sausages or whatever else you fancy, really. So yeah. But the rest is free. So,
Helen, what can the club offer?
Well, we've got membership available for anyone, any age and ability. Family membership, single membership. We also have, as I say, Royal Yachting Association, that's the RYA, trained instructors who give up their time to train people. Obviously, there's a fee for training, but it's still pretty reasonable. But we've got quite a few instructors at the club. So if you did feel like learning to sail, you can be RYA certified. And of course, you get your C certification as well because you're learning on the sea. So there's levels 1 and 2. And then you can go on and learn to be an instructor later if you so wish and take it a bit further. Right. We offer the Round the Island race. It's been going on for a very long time. I'm not exactly sure what the original year was. I think it was 1959 it first started. And that's an annual event where anyone who wants to can join the race, any type of boat, pay a fee, a small fee, and you basically sail around the island. And if you win, there's some great prizes on offer. So we've got people from age 12 upwards taking part in that, up to 70 odd or whatever you like. So it's a real great event that day. We have about 200 up to 200 boats taking part in that. Also, we've got our own website which you can go and visit, which has its 2 or 3 webcams I think we've got at the club, so you can actually sit there and watch the tide and the sunset from the sailing club from the comfort of your own home.
I was going to say, it shows you all the weather, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's really good. So it's worth a visit if you're a bit of a wind guru or weather guru. So have a look at that. Obviously, being a member brings with it social events. There's quite a few social events going on at the club, so it's a great little community club. It's very friendly, very easygoing, and we always have a great time there.
Before you go, Helen, I was just wondering if you could go over all those useful contact details and information. Of course, cover anything else you'd like to cover as well.
Yeah, thanks very much. If you want to contact us, we have a website. It's www.iossc.org.uk, and also on there is an email address which is very similar. It's info@iossc.org.uk. So feel free to contact us if you want any further information. I did mean to add as well, we have club boats, so if you wanted to join the sailing club and you don't have a boat, it doesn't matter because you can use the club boats, and if you have a bit of training, you can just take one of the club boats out and it's fine, no problem at all. So that's great. Don't let that put you off. Also, as I said, we're hoping to have the Even Keel down. That's the boat we've got one for us at the club at the moment. It's for the disabled sailors, so that's something else that we do offer. So if there are any people out there who are disabled who would like to have a go at sailing, feel free to contact us. That's a new project that's just been kicked off. So the day is the 21st of July. It's a Saturday. It'll start at 10 a.m. and finish at 4 p.m. So feel free to come at any point of the day, but obviously better in the morning because that's when we'll be doing a bit of the have a go at sailing and you'll get to learn the techniques. So yeah, I look forward to seeing everyone there.
Did you want to go over that useful website for our listeners?
The website is if you go onto the website you can find all the committee members. So if you want to connect with us, any of us personally, we are listed on the website in the contact section. It's under officers, so just look any of us up and you can contact any of us there. But if you just want to email, there is a main email address as well, so there's a phone number on there as well, but it's weekends only, so I don't know if that's much use. I prefer people to email, I think, but yes, I'll be on the list of officers along with my colleagues, Tim Harris, the Commodore, Tony Alexander is Membership Secretary, Russ Wheeler is the Finance Officer, etc., Mark Seeger, who is the House Officer. There's quite a few of us on the committee. We have regular management meetings, so it's all very official.
Helen, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along and telling our listeners all about your forthcoming event.
Thank you very much, Daniel.